you for joining me here today, and what a beautiful day it is, and welcome. And welcome to a reading from an extract from St. Therese of Lisieux's memoirs. This was a period when she was very, very sick, and they did not believe, unless there was a miracle, that she would live. She was only young. Here we see her talking about her sister Pauline, who had entered the Carmelites. She often called her with the title Mother, because her mama died when she was only 4.5 years old. My greatest consolation when I was sick was to receive a letter from Pauline. I read and reread it until I knew it by heart. Once, dear mother, you sent me an hourglass and one of my dolls dressed as a Carmelite. It was impossible for me to express my joy. Uncle wasn't too happy and said that instead of making me think of Carmel, it would be better to remove it from my mind. I am quite convinced, on the contrary, that the thought of one day becoming a Carmelite made me live. I enjoyed working for Pauline. I made her little things out of cardboard, and my greatest occupation was to make crowns for the Blessed Virgin out of daisies and forget-me-nots. We were at the time in the beautiful month of May, and nature was adorned with flowers and was bursting out with joy. The little flower alone was languishing and seemed forever withered. However, she had a son near her, and this son was the miraculous statue of the Blessed Virgin that had spoken to Mama once. After our little sister Helene's death, Mama was disturbed at the thought of a little lie the child had told. She was praying in front of the statue, regretting she hadn't brought the child to confession, and fearing she was in purgatory, when suddenly she heard these words, "She is here, by my side." And the little flower often, very often, turned her petals towards this blessed star. One day I saw Papa enter Marie's room, where I was in bed. He gave her several pieces of gold with an expression of great sadness, and told her to write to Paris and have some masses said, and Our Lady of Victorious, so that she would cure his poor little girl. A miracle was necessary, and it was Our Lady of Victorious who worked it. One Sunday, during the Novena of Masses, Marie went into the garden, leaving me with Leonie, who was reading near the window. After a few moments, I began calling in a low tone, "Mama, Mama." Leonie, accustomed to hearing me always calling out like this, didn't pay any attention. This lasted a long time, and then I called her much louder. Marie finally returned. I saw her enter, but I cannot say I recognized her, and continued to call her in a louder tone. "Mama." I was suffering very much from this forced and inexplicable struggle, and Marie was suffering perhaps even more than I. After some futile attempts to show me she was by my side, Marie knelt down near my bed with Leonie and Celine. Turning to the Blessed Virgin and praying with the fervour of a mother begging for the life of her child, Marie obtained what she wanted. Finding no help on earth, poor little Therese had also turned towards the Mother of Heaven and prayed with all her heart that she take pity on her. All of a sudden, the Blessed Virgin appeared beautiful to me, so beautiful that never had I seen anything so attractive. Her face was suffused with an ineffable benevolence and tenderness, but what penetrated to the very depths of my soul was the ravishing smile of the Blessed Virgin. At that instant, all my pain disappeared, and 2 large tears glistened on my eyelashes and flowed down my cheeks silently. but they were tears of unmixed joy. Ah, I thought, the Blessed Virgin smiled at me. How happy I am, but never will I tell anyone, for my happiness would then disappear. Without any effort I lowered my eyes, and I saw Mari, who was looking down at me lovingly, and appeared to surmise the favour the Blessed Virgin had given me. Ah, it was really to her touching prayers, that I owed the grace of the Queen of Heaven's smile. Seeing my gaze fixed on the Blessed Virgin, she cried out, "Therese is cured!" Yes, the little flower was going to be born again to life, and the luminous ray that had warmed her again was not to stop its favours. The ray did not act all at once, but sweetly and gently it raised the little flower and strengthened her in such a way that 5 years later she was expanding on the fertile mountain of Carmel. Today, viewers, St. Therese of Lisieux is with you. Perhaps today you're feeling disheartened, and St. Therese of Lisieux has come to you through this and is saying and inviting you to say the Novena to her so she may pray for you. Perhaps if we reflect on this, there may be something in our lives that may seem impossible. You believe that if you pray to the Virgin Mary, to the Mother of God, that the Virgin Mary may bring about this miracle for you. It can happen. There is great power in prayer. Saint Therese of Lisieux promised us that when she went to heaven that she would pray for us. She is hearing you today. She wants to help you. Please take her invitation and pray to her. Pray the Novena. I do have a clip on it. Perhaps today you will receive a rose. Thank you so much for listening, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.